You need a bit of help.
Party wagon.
And I will stop and get a bottle of wine and some, like, I don't know, some ice cream and some things like that before I go over there.
Sure. Just a minute. What's your vital level, everyone, except Ivan?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Oh, dang.
I got 6 out of 10.
3 out of 10 on my end.
Oh, why didn't you say it earlier?
You mean the chat?
He's mentioned it a little bit.
Oh, I forgot. You're near Damien, and he has warmth, and his heart is beating, and you can hear blood. You can imagine blood flowing through him, and it's intoxicating. And I'm gonna need you to roll for a frenzy check.
Okay, which attributes do I roll for that?
Resolve composure.
Ah, crap.
This is just going so poorly for all of us.
Yep. While you're in the bar, you feel yourself losing control of your beast and directly going at Damien's throat. He did not expect that, and you begin to.
No. Celine will interfere.
It's a bit late, unless you have celerity.
No, I don't.
Well,
Well, I could attempt to interfere.
I have
you have
Majesty.
celerity. Majesty wouldn't really help right now.
Well, dominate might.
Oh, maybe you can. Majesty might help to distract everyone else, but
That would actually be very helpful in itself.
because
Yeah, I
round
use
is
I use
5.
Majesty to draw attention from everyone else to what's happening right now. Hopefully,
True.
Celine and Joshua can handle it.
Do me a presence. A presence in what? A socialize roll, and I believe your Majesty. That's comfort. It's a discipline I'm very familiar with. What's your level of Majesty? Hello?
I'm sorry. I have 3 dots in Majesty, 2 dots in Socialize, and 2 dots in Presence.
Sure. Roll me present socialize. And everyone else trying to check anything else besides you will have a 3-dot penalty, so that's pretty high.
All right. So is that normal? 9 again? 8 again? How do I?
Normal. It's 10 again. 10 again, it's a normal roll.
And are there any modifiers?
No. Yes, your Majesty to your presence dots. Yeah, so. Yeah, people, you just go around the other side bar, begin like gathering everyone else's intention, like.
Yeah, I'm flirting with a few girls. I'm telling a couple of hilarious stories about my escapades throughout Europe.
Meanwhile, Lucian, do me a strength brawl.
Yeah, that's a good job I didn't invest in Brawl.
Yeah, but you have your blood potency as a bonus.
Plus Vigor. Hang on a sec.
And you also have your vigor as a bonus. You manage to just go at his throat and begin to get the sweet, sweet vitae that the beast thing will satiate, but you know that with your bane, you will not get any substance. But the rational part of you is gone. But you do lethal damage to Debian, who just shot fucking hell. But then something unexpected happens as the blood enter your throat. All your body ripples, like you begin not going out of your frenzy, but you begin to cough this bit as you've like a foreign element has intruded your body, and all of your dead muscle are trying to fight back, and you let go of Damien and begin vomiting the vitae you just took back on the ground. It doesn't taste wrong. It doesn't taste sweet. It doesn't taste good. Everything. Something is very wrong with it. What of the other two, like Celine and Joshua, is doing?
Well, since I'm not sure quite I can wrestle him off, and well, he did just come off and start vomiting, I'm going to go ahead and dominate, or rather mesmerize, Lucian.
Thinking.
I'm going to throw willpower into it because I definitely don't want bad things to happen.
Just a minute, I need to check something because I don't think Dominate work on a frenzying.
From what I understand, maybe I could start telling him to do something different or change his target, maybe.
No, Discipline Wave failed. Unless you want to divert the base attention to something else.
Yes, I do.
You can tell him to attack someone else, for example.
So I was trying to direct, at a sleeping hobo, but it wouldn't be a wasteful attack.
So what do you do?
Well, you said I can divert his attention to a different target, so I will. I'll have him come after me.
No!
I'll make the same mistake right in front of you, Celine. Watch.
Stop! No!
Come here and give me a kiss.
Sure.
I am going to use Brawl to try to restrain him.
Do a strength brawl, contested by Lucian strength brawl. Wow.
Oh shit!
Well,
You're pretty impressive, just so you know.
that's pretty impressive. Yeah, you managed to restrain him without any trouble. You only roll. You need to roll strength brawl plus blood potency plus vigor, Lucian.
Yeah, because I mean it didn't process.
That's not countered by defense.
Since you're a friend sing, yeah, you do get the blood potency bonus, yeah.
No, it's in blood potency won't defend itself. It's a grapple.
Well, I mean, he gets the bonus to strength because frenzy.
Yes.
The dice pool be a little smaller. Just got no brawl.
What? Roll with your cheat, like. Never mind. But yeah, I've seen you do manage to restrain pretty easily.
5
He's still
successes,
trashing,
success.
trying to feed.
So I will try to just hold him so he can't go ape shit, and I will try to get him out of the bar and into my car.
You can manage to do that pretty easily, yeah. Just a second. And To check some. Here we are.
I'll say to Joshua, can you drive?
Sure can. Are
I'm
you
just not
implying
gonna-
that he drives away from here with Damien
Wait.
or drives your
Oh.
car?
Please wait.
Yeah. Well, it's just the conversation.
Right?
Figuring it all out.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you can drive. Damien uses his scarf as a way to stop blood flow. He seems fucking angry, but not really in the mortal danger, but not too pleased.
Okay.
Um,
So he's hungry. I don't know much about his bloodline. And I'll ask once we've gotten into the van, I think. And I'm just holding him. I've like got his arms pinned behind him and holding the back of his head.
before that, Dylan, do you go with them when they're out of the bar?
Yeah. I make my excuses and sneak out of the bar
All
once
right.
I see them all leave.
Damien follows you guys, and you look pissed.
Right. So where are we going?
We. I'm gonna get him once he's inside the van and away from potentially getting breached here. I'm gonna say, I think he's really hungry, and we need to get him something to eat. Does anybody know his sire?
Afraid I haven't met him. And I think if he needs to feed, he needs them to be asleep. I saw it back a couple days ago.
Listen, lady, I just got here.
Yeah, you cannot. I know he's kind. They cannot film fucking normal
Sorry he
people.
bit you.
Without them. Yeah, I know this would fucking happen. It's always happened with you guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we need to find somebody who's sleeping. I'm open to suggestions.
just feeling some of your damn blood.
Do you think that'll work? Didn't
Yeah.
work last time.
Of course, he's angry. Just let him eat. Not me, but one of you should
Can't
be
we just
fine.
go the animal route or something?
Celine will say, "No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that." Okay, let's try an experiment. I'm gonna hold him with one hand, like grab his wrists, and then put my arm in front of his mouth, the same way that Ivan.
Alright, how many do you let him take?
One.
One doesn't seem to be enough. He takes it vigorously and tries to get more of it.
Well, um, I can't risk doing this a second time tonight. I'm sorry, I can't.
All right, I just go for Pete's sake, and I give him some of my blood.
How many?
Don't give him
Is
too
that-
much.
Is that Vitae?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I got 5, so can I just
You're-
give him like? No.
You're
No,
pretty.
if you're
you can-
hungry, don't do it. Fine, I'll give him 2 more if that's enough to stop him.
Yeah, it's as you give him tomorrow, it's more than enough to stop him. And Lucian, you came back to your senses, remembering what you did, but you had no control of it.
Ugh. Lucian, I'm sorry. You are now potentially blood addicted and under vinculum. You should
Yep.
roll that.
Need to roll. Blood, blood, blood. Blood addiction. So, we're gonna roll resolve composure -3. And then you're gonna roll a blood potency roll.
Oh
And
yeah,
spend
that's
point
right.
of
You
will.
could end up getting bonded to both of them.
Yeah, say, how many people fed you there?
Just one. I only let him.
And now you need to spend a point of willpower and make a blood potency roll. Willpower does not add to your roll, by the way. And you got Blumbundin as stage 1 to Slim.
Jesus Christ.
Oh hey, now you have like a bonded pack. How do you feel?
Cheap.
But you do have some merits that let overtakes beats for.
That's true. You get a point of willpower and you
Yep.
get a beat. Because my blood tastes really freaking good.
Yay.
So when the
So
vampire
good.
/ zombie apocalypse happens, we'll all be after Celine.
Yeah, it tastes just like grade A beef.
No, it's the whole brains make the pain of being dead feel not as bad.
Well, I suppose Lucian's worth snap target now. Since it takes them over 500 now.
Celine will just sort of fall back into the van going like, I'm fucking done.
Oh, crap. What have I actually done?
You're
You know what
hungry.
to do.
Get something to eat.
I tried to, but I had no luck. Crap, I'm sorry.
Glad you didn't kill anybody. I'm sorry
Damien's
I've been
look at your legend and just say, useless. You didn't kill. No, you rip my fucking throat. Need to heal myself now. Thanks.
I'd offer you a drink if you want.
I don't need a drink.
Heal yourself? What, you got like some bandages back there?
I've got better. I won't try on you with might. I don't want another you just snapping in front of me.
Who here needs a drink?
Who doesn't?
Okay, before we do anything, we're gonna go to shit, what's it called? Elysium or whatever it was. Delirium, that's the one. We're going to
Oh.
Delirium. I'm buying
Thanks
us a
for-
round of drinks.
Oh, this place.
Are we at Delirium?
Guess
you
I'm
can go.
driving.
Dylan, you would know of Delirium. It's what's called. It's a popular club, but it's also an Elysium for vampires. And feeding ground if you have enough money to pay the owner of the club, which is a ghoul. You can pay to feed, and you can pay to have blood dolls coming to you, and well, even have you vitae poured in a glass. It's very fancy, very expensive.
Yeah, I'm out.
Can I use my barfly merit?
No, I'll take care of this. Everybody's going to Delirium right now. Come on, get in the van.
You wouldn't have any problems getting in. You may even be a regular member, a regular patron of the club. With your barfly merits. You would know the. You'll arrive. You would know. Here she is.
Duchesne, yes.
The goal that friendly establishment. Maybe we have a reduction like, client's fidelity and all. It's a pretty nice club, but you'll arrive very soon at the Delirium. It's not a very crowded night, but still,
I'll go.
it's
I'll go up
Home
to
away from
Eliza.
home. Let's get our drink on.
I will go to whoever's taking. If Eliza's there.
she's there practically every night in the VIP section.
Okay. I'll go up to her and say, I've got. I need drinks for
Well,
3.
For who? For how many?
Dylan, Lucian, and Joshua. Lucian has special dietary restrictions, I guess you could say. They need to be asleep. Can you do that?
Oh, yes. I'm just gonna go a little extra.
Nice
All
to
right.
see you again, Alyssa.
Nice to see you too. It's gonna be expensive paying for all those people, so you're gonna have versus 2 until the end of the month.
That's fine.
You don't lose your dots, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just have
Lucian
to-
will chip in. It's a way of saying sorry.
No. You go eat.
Joshua will take his as what was the liquid itself called this time?
Lacrima.
Lacrima.
Lacrima. Yeah, I'll get it as Lacrima. Joshua needs something to remind him of what it was like to be drunk. About now.
It's very pleasant. It definitely gives you a little buzz. Not have to be hammered, but feeling Lacrima, is what passes for wine to vampires.
Yeah.
I don't really know it's made. In fact, nobody really knows, aside for the Circle of the Crown, who provides the town with most of it. But it's an expensive liquid, but it's very enjoyable. Even older vampire that doesn't get sustenance from it still drink it from time to time.
Oh, very nice. But yeah, I'm gonna sit down so that I can sit down and drink with Damien
Sit next-
here, so that he's
I'll
not
sit-
just entirely alone in the club or anything.
You see Damien saying, "While you do that, I'll just go grab something myself."
Tell you what,
I'll
though,
drink with you, Joshua.
I can only partially apologize, but if you would you allow me to treat your wound real quick?
He looks at you suspiciously and say, "With what?
Just a bit of alchemy.
Alchemy, huh?
Just a touch. It doesn't hurt.
Alright, but anything in business and, well, you know."
Okay. So Joshua will reach out towards where he was bitten and try to get a little bit of the blood on his fingers, as he, of course, will do as he said. He will use his blood alchemy ability to try to heal him.
Sure.
The cost
well-
is 2 vitae for this. And that will, in fact, heal up a lethal of his.
That's exactly how many damage he had. Yeah, you can see his wound just regenerating and look a bit shocked. Not shocked, but surprised. Huh. Thanks. Those
It's-
feel nice.
It's the least I could do for everyone being a little bit angsty today.
Sure.
It's not usually like this. I swear, I feel like I have to keep saying that to people lately.
But
I'm sorry for everything that happened.
I'm gonna roll something. Well, every one of you can gain back 5 points of vitae, compliment of Celian, who's paying everyone
Yeah, I'm
around.
not.
Oh,
I'm
what
not
the
buying
hells?
drinks for myself. That's up for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's me old hot top.
Now, considering everything that just happened with Joshua and stopping it, have I fulfilled the nurturer?
Yep,
Okay, so I will get a point of willpower.
totally.
And how about conspirator for me? Because I've just taken his blood in a more complicated manner than I need to. And I will now, while drinking my lacrima, have a taste of it and see what I think of it.
Hmm.
I've gained information
Alright,
tonight,
yeah,
and I didn't even have to
sure.
risk myself.
You don't have. Hmm. Let me see. I know I had Bloodhound, but
You know, I know I'm a session late on this one, but would attacking my own father be considered a rebel move?
yeah, totally.
Willpower.
Yeah,
Totally
important to
need
have
that in
that around.
torpor.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, can I use a point of willpower to push the stake out of my heart? No? Then nah.
No. Well, I mean, you don't have a coils of a scale for it. Should have studied more.
No, that's
So-
that's a different coil anyway, removing one's heart.
Yep, but
Also, it's a temporary measure. It's not a real permanent thing.
it could have been a coil that you developed, but you didn't study.
I did study.
So,
Sorry.
Yeah, but not this
Well-
one.
Shh.
um,
But yeah, I don't have
Well-
anything like Bloodhound or anything, so this is entirely up to my own basic
No,
vampiric
wait.
senses and occult knowledge.
Wait.
Okay.
Bloodhound. Children's senses. I need to find a page where it is. A taste of blood. Here, wits composure. Police blood potency.
Okay. 1.
It is not human blood.
Ooh,
Want me
yeah.
to lend my nose? Since I've got cute senses.
What?
I don't suppose this poison seems at all familiar to the other poisons that I've been around.
It's not poison. It's not human.
Hmm.
It smells bitter. And a bit colder than it should be.
Interesting.
What did you say, Lucian?
Yeah, I said I was gonna also contribute my nose to this scent.
You have bloodhounds?
I do not know, so never mind. But I guess
Can
Oh,
only
yeah.
participate if you have bloodhound. So no.
Oh yeah, what was it like, Lucian? Tell me. What did it taste like to you when you got a big bite of it? What happened?
Excuse me? You see Damien just...
No, this is like when Lucian and I are like having a private conversation. He said
Alright.
he was going outside, didn't he?
I didn't, because you healed him.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
while this is happening, can I ask Eliza if she has
If she has what?
a cigarette?
No, I don't smoke. Sorry. And you can
Okay.
smoke inside. Club policy. Need to
All
go
right.
smoke outside if you want to.
I'll get a little twitchy, but then say I just need somewhere quiet where I can make a phone call.
Well, one of the VIP room isn't used right now, so you can go to it.
Perfect, thanks. She will go there and will try calling Ivan's phone.
After 2 rings, you hear the phone being picked up. You
Hello?
wait for Ivan to... Oh no,
I'll say hello, Ivan.
not quite, Miss Winter. Not
Who-
quite.
And who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Vislav Crency. Ivan's father.
I see.
I've been wondering when you would try to call.
You're a difficult man to get in touch with.
Yes, well, I do enjoy my privacy and my staff not being murdered.
I can understand that.
Mhm.
Listen, I think we have some things that we should probably discuss, don't you think?
Yes,
Would you be
think
willing
so.
to meet tomorrow evening?
yes, I would.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sure your time is very valuable.
It is.
And
Cool.
for what it's worth, I'm very sorry that what happened tonight.
I'm sure you will. Come tomorrow by 9 p.m.
I'll be there. Click. Well, Celine is now trying to keep herself composed.
Sure.
So she'll sit on the sofa in the private area and just put her hands or her head in her hands.
No, there's a full illusion's gonna come in saying, "Penny for your thoughts."
You're not. She's alone in the VIP room.
All right.
Right, and we're down here entertaining Damien since everyone else is taking drinks.
So she'll just sit there until somebody finds her.
Real quick question. I don't suppose this whole thing counts as not completing an obligation.
As what?
Well, as a session for getting a beat. Not completing an obligation to fulfill my obsession. We definitely are not getting on top of this investigation whatsoever.
I guess it is because you do have. You do not have time limit, but it's kind of urgent for the prince. So yeah, does count.
Okay. All right. So hopefully I won't also try to dip that for Vitae addiction too while I'm at it, but I'm at least
can't.
full up. I know.
Vita's addiction is forever.
Exactly.
That's so sweet.
I meant just like dipping into it to grab the point for tonight and skipping out on more obligations.
Oh, right.
Because
Yeah.
I'm terrible and will never finish this.
Yep.
But yeah. So once it looks like Lucian's come down and he's talking with Damien, I'll go ahead and try to see how Celine's doing and if Dylan's also done for the night. And of course, I will come across Celine with her hands in her head.
Not pretty. After a while, it's more that Elisa will go to Celine and ask her kindly to leave the room because it's going to be used for,
All right.
private entertainment.
Okay. Now get up and see the rest of the group and say, okay, I think we have some business to attend to tonight. You've got drug dealers, I've got Simon.
That we do. And hopefully this will serve as a nice lesson to everyone.
Yeah. And she'll kind of turn to say to Dylan and say, I don't know you very well. I don't know if you're new with us or not. Don't get hungry. It makes you sloppy, and it gets people killed. So just so you're aware. If you have a problem, come give me a call, okay?
No problem.
All right.
And pray to whichever god you pray to that fate doesn't spit on you.
So she will go down and go to a convenience store to get what she needs and then go hunting for Simon.
All right. We're gonna go back just a bit for Ivan.
Sure.
Sleepy Ivan.
Are you there, Ivan?
Oh, I had said be right back in chat. I just literally got back.
Oh, damn. Sorry.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what were you asking that I needed to respond to?
Nothing yet. Just that we go back to you for a bit.
Oh, okay. I thought... Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot. There's literally nothing you could ask me that I would respond to. Torpor. Alright.
Yeah, but your
What's up?
mind is. So you're still in this on this boat on this river, with whispers in your form, asking you if you want something else.
I mean, my responses to that are based on things that you already know. And again, I am trying to pan this out for dramatic reveal. So, to be that guy, my response would be in whisper form, I guess.
Sure.
So that you, the GM, can then educate what you know that I want.
Yep.
And even if it's not those two things that I've meant, well, I mean, one of those two things is this, but if it's not the things I've shared before, then the things I've mentioned, the other thing, I guess, that I mentioned last night. Or 2 days ago, rather.
Sure. But, just so people can see what's on the whisper roll. What is it that you want?
I'm sorry, what?
You can whisper it to me so people can see it.
Oh, okay. I'm not a fast typer, Emmerich.
It's alright. It's alright. You can see that while you're on the river, there are a bunch of you going downward and downward, like the river seems to plunge into darkness. But you can see some kind of makeshift town on the banks of a river with people in it. Most of the town looks like they were made from rubbles and mismatching materials. Some system made of concrete with parts of wood or even cloth. Most of the people looks there's not a lot of them, but they'll look at the three of you on the bark. Most of them look miserable. Some of them look downright scary, like they're deformed. Some look like they appear with alright. Appear to have gigantic wounds on the chest that's guts spilling into the floor, but that doesn't seem to bother them too much. As you whisper what you want to your other self, Whispers looks at me and says, that I cannot tell. Cannot tell you any of that, I don't know.
Neither of those things.
Neither of those things.
Then I guess not.
Very well. I'll be stopping shortly. We're nearly at the entrance now,
The entrance of...
of where I want to go.
Okay.
It's a pretty neat place, in my opinion, but you would probably find it boring.
I mean... I don't know that I find it boring. I'd probably find it pointless. I don't really want to be here, is the concern.
Yeah. Guess that's true, but...
What do I have to learn from this place?
You don't have to do anything if you don't want to.
No, I mean, what do I have to learn from this place? Not what do I have to do to learn, but what do I have to learn from this place?
Well, suppose I can give you this bit of information. You see the river we're sailing on?
I'm sorry, do you actually need me to respond? Did I see the river that we
Yeah,
rode a boat here on? That you
Whispers.
pointedly made me watch as you dipped your finger into it? Did I see that
Yep.
river? Yes, I saw that river.
Well, this river, like all the river here, are special. This river is Lethe, the river of memory.
Yes, I know that one. You go into it and you forget everything, even your
Not
human
quite.
form.
Not quite. Anyone drinking from it can answer any question, even if you normally wouldn't know the answer. But there is a cost. A rather dramatic cost.
And I'm sure
But,
the cost is
you
the
know.
thing that you're not going to tell me.
Well, you know how you operate.
Right. I told you like 20 things and you told me one, so
I told
real
you
good
many things
trade.
about this place. And not all information are equal. Some secrets are not worth much. The secret that I prefer is secrets you know about other people. That
Right.
could put them in
All the
danger.
secrets I told you were about other people that could put them in danger. I told you secrets that other people would barter for.
Hmm.
That other people we both know would barter for.
True, and I give you a satisfactory answer.
A great many people in the city, in fact, would barter for.
I do not limit myself to a city.
A great many people in the country would barter for.
Point is,
Arguably internationally as well.
if you want to, go ahead. Drink. Any question?
Sure, I dunked my head.
You begin taking drink from it. The water is salty, somewhat, but not like seawater. It's difficult to swallow it. It sits weirdly within your absent stomach. You're not even sure you can drink if you're not here, not physically here. But yeah, no, that you can formulate a question in your head, and
I go with the first one.
the first one,
Right, as opposed to the second one.
all right, I'm gonna whisper it to you back then, because you don't want other people to know.
Right, and then you'll tell me how I've lost all my memories and become a formless monster that doesn't remember what it was. I do love the book series Incarnations of Immortality because literally crossing the River Leth was one of the challenges. Because apparently you had to go underwater and there was a monster that goes back and forth or something like that. So the trick was not to keep your eyes closed all the time and never open your mouth and block your nose. Or it was a fun book. And if my stupid ass could have read it, then Ivan could have read it.
Sorry, I need to type this.
Right, that's why I'm trying to
As
fill
clearly
the
as I can.
space. I'm trying to fill the
Yeah.
space with words. Incarnations of Mortality, by the way, is about if all the jobs of like death and fate and time and all that were held by mortal people. So like the first book, someone's going to kill themselves because they've been set up by fate, and instead of shooting themselves in the head, they twist the gun at the last second and kill death, and then get tricked by fate into putting on the mantle of death. So their job is now to travel around the world and pick up the souls of people whose moral compass was in balance. So if they were like 50% evil and 50% good, determine if they go to heaven or hell.
Neat.
That's not really an answer. I mean,
This
I
first
assume.
instance-
Hold on, this first call. You fill the space now because I need to type a response.
Um. Sure. So, yeah, the underworld. It's fun. It's straight from Geist, second edition, which I have.
Underworld's a great place to be. Bring the whole family with you.
Yeah, it's a great place to stop your existence. And despair for all eternity until the oblivion takes you.
Favorably rated 10 out of 10. Someone who rode the River of Memory says, "Wait, I don't remember doing that." Great. Come on down to the underworld.
I'm
We have
Anson.
we have cookies.
No, they don't have cookies. They have terrible worms that were never born but feast on the carcass of things that never were alive. It tastes like chicken.
Alright, there's a response to you. Whisper standing off in the background. Ivan, stop arguing with the water.
Ah,
I think that was one of the ideas I had that I didn't send you before. The idea of maybe
sorry.
an added function of the thing that we're talking about to be able to do that, to switch it into the one thing we know it can be switched into, or that. I mean, as a possibility.
Yep. Up.
Are you typing now?
Yep.
Okay, so the idea being that, like, there's an incarnation of war, right? And his office only changes when there's peace across the entire planet. So there's usually always an incarnation of war. And he travels around from battle site to battle site doing shit. Fate is 3 different people in one, because it's like the Greek incarnation of Fate, where one weaves the tapestry of the world. One creates the thread, one weaves the tapestry, and the third one cuts the cords for people that would die. You have nature. I forget exactly what she does because hers is, all over the place. It turns out that God turns into an incarnation. A whore that dies becomes God because God isn't doing his job, because God is 3 faces in one, all in awe of their own magnificence. The devil is an incarnation. They all have like their own power set, and the devil's is to lie. Basically, the demons only follow him because he tricked them into believing that he has power over them. And that's how a devil keeps his job, is basically if the demons all believe that he has power, that's the only reason why he has power.
Nice.
Also, the devil is a good guy.
Yep.
He has the.
He does a lot of advocacy work.
He has a deal with Michael Archangel because he's actually the one that's in control of heaven to divide the souls. Because a lot of good people go to hell, and the devil created like a place for good people that were in hell that wouldn't get punished. And it turns out the hell version of heaven is better than heaven itself. Well, the idea being in like heaven, like the warrior. It's based on.
I've answered your question.
You did not. There's no response.
Oh, I sent it to myself. Fuck.
Oops.
Way to go, God. Responding yourself. That's based on Dante's Inferno, though, so every layer. So, like, the warrior heaven is just full of people that can't fight. Lover's heaven is full of people that just stare at one another because they can't do anything. Whereas in the hell version of heaven, you can do all those things because you're not judged.
Oh, come on, you won't... Why won't you send this?
Well, don't send it to /GM, send it to /I, and then just click on Ivan.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't want to. I'm gonna restart my Roll20, something's messed up.
Well, actually, the guy who becomes the devil is Franciscan friar, who was actually part of the Spanish Inquisition to root out heresy. So the fact that he actually then delves into heresy because his wife dies and the devil, death at the time puts her soul into his wrist, and then she actually ends up tempting him by inhabiting the body of some woman along the way, and they have sex, and it's like, that's not what you're supposed to do when you're a Franciscan monk. So then Succubus comes along. That's like way into the book series though, so.
Alright.
I'm describing it in a way that makes it sound like adult fantasy, young adult fantasy, and it's not. It's very older.
You did just the parts that you're most interested in.
Well, no, the parts I'm most interested in were like modern technology versus magic, because magic exists in the modern world in that setting. So, like I said, flying carpets versus the car industry, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I mean, that response is concerning on some levels, but I guess we could hash that out when we're not actually playing the game.
Yep.
Alright. So, you hit me up with the cost.
You don't see any cost. You don't feel like you've lost anything.
So, memory then. So, it is memory. I've lost a memory of something.
Well, I have that of don't have intelligence, but you
Oh,
know,
you mean
not possible.
you lose intelligence, but I don't have the intelligence to lose. Would that not just kill me, though? If you lose
render your
intelligence,
brain
yeah, if you lose
a
intelligence and
vegetable.
you were already one, does that just not mean I just don't pull my head out of the water?
Yeah, basically.
Well, you've
So
killed
now you
yourself,
don't-
Ivan. You got the answer you wanted, but now you're dead. You're gonna pull the stake out of my head, and I'm just gonna be drooling there, wherever the hell they staked me.
But yeah, you feel pretty satisfied and sure of your answer.
Okay.
And Whispers is looking at you.
All right. I'll just look back up at what's the Whisper's avatar look like? Oh, it's me. Still, it's me. So I look back up at me.
Yeah.
I say, okay. Well, I guess that was interesting. Wait, no? I guess we gotta cover this right now, though. Did it tell me how?
You will be able to do it. Like it's an innate. You've been prepared.
Okay, I've Full Metal Alchemist this information to myself. I look down, I'm missing an arm and a leg, and fuck!
Yep. Yeah, Whispers look at you and say, "Well, I hope that was enlightening."
I mean, it was helpful. I mean, I didn't
Just
have to
feel-
give anything up that I know about, so... I mean, I'll find out.
Any answer, any question imaginably conceivable as an answer.
Right. I mean, I don't know what you're asking. Wait a second. Alright, I stick my head back in the water.
All right. What's your question this time?
You know, I don't have to whisper this one. I'll just say this one out loud. How do I become human again?
You up.
Yeah, I think you have to whisper back to me because that's not public knowledge now.
I guess. Yeah, I guess it's not.
So yeah, during the book series, there's I think originally like in the first book anyway, there's always like billboard ads and everything. Like the devil is always pulling out billboard ads because he has a campaign on Earth that's literally on Earth. But like airplanes, they'll have airplanes going through, and the ads will be against flying carpets, showing people getting rained on and bad weather and freezing. There's always like flying carpets will get you there faster. It's very. I just like the mix up of. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I mean, no. A hot dog bun is one piece of bread. A sandwich requires two pieces of bread. If you cut
But yet it is surrounded in bread.
yeah, but it's not two pieces of bread. A sandwich is literally two slices of bread.
Don't mind me though. This is just me abusing a source of information to ask.
I'm answering
Best
your question.
questions of today.
I've got my head in the water and I've answered your question. A hot dog is not a sandwich. If you slice the hot dog bun in half, then it's not really a hot dog anymore. It's a sandwich with a hot dog.
And there we have it. The universe itself has answered the question once and for all.
I didn't know it was a. I didn't know it was a big question. Because a hot dog on a hot dog bun is not a sandwich.
No, it's not.
If you fold a piece of bread, that's like as a pig in a blanket a sandwich. No, it's not. Anyways, back to me rambling on about. So in the fourth book of Incarnations.
Sorry.
Time actually lives backwards, by the way. So the first time would have come from the end of the universe, and the last time would be at the start of the universe. Alright. Got my answer.
Sweet.
Hey, Whispers, are you a powerful god?
I like to think so.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not asking what you think. Are you a powerful god?
In here, aren't I?
Still not an answer to my question. I feel like this is a binary system, and you're like throwing out 0.5s. Yes, my character does have computer knowledge. Not the intelligence to use a computer, but he knows how they work.
I am not a very powerful god compared to others.
Okay, so you could not turn a person into... I'm sorry, you could not turn a vampire into a person again.
I couldn't, and I would have won.
I'm sorry, you said you wouldn't?
I wouldn't, yes.
Alright, good to know.
What have you learned? Care to tell me?
Yeah, maybe when you got something to offer. I'm gonna stick my head in the water again.
Alright.
I mean... I'm just gonna ask the second part of the first thing that I messaged you before.
Second part of the first thing.
Yep. You know, it should still be on the page if you scroll up like 2.
Oh yeah.
I've literally only whispered you the one time before this whole thing, so...
The only answer is work with a grandsire.
Awesome. Okay. I pull my head back up again, look back up at me.
And you realize you're not quite sure where you are.
Well, I didn't know that to begin with. It's not
yeah,
really...
but no, you're even more confused. You can give yourself the amnesia condition, persistence.
You know, what's funny is that you started me with that, basically.
Yep.
Multiple layers of it.
Well, no, you remember you don't remember how you got here. Remember, I don't remember that I got staked. So,
Yep, but
literally, now I'm just more amnesia.
Now you don't really remember anything much. You're Ivan. Know that. You're a vampire.
Well, thank God you already laid out for me that the knowledge I had from this drinking the water thing was innate.
You have this knowledge, yeah. You remember it, but you don't quite remember
So the trick,
why you asked.
Yes, the trick to the water, this water trap, is that you ask all the questions about yourself first, so that your knowledge of yourself becomes innate, so that the water can't take it away.
No, it won't work in that case.
Of course not, because I've broken it.
No.
You've broken the water, yeah.
You cannot broke the water of the river of the dead, mister.
Yes.
No, you're not a tonic god.
No, you don't have to be a god. That's what a hero does. A hero breaks the problem.
Yeah. And nobody, even the god machine, couldn't fix this place for millennia. So,
well,
good
all
luck
it
with
takes
that.
is one smart-ass human. I think you'll find
Yeah.
that's the basis of all myths.
Yeah, too bad you're not a smartass.
Yes, I am. It's literally my defining trait is being a smartass.
But you don't remember it.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. Anyway, what happens now?
You sit with knowledge that you ask. You have that. All about fun, you're vampires, and you remember almost like the intrinsic laws and of vampire society and the intrinsic things about vampires, but other than that, you don't remember much. You
I would
know
argue
you're
that I
immortal.
don't know the laws of vampires.
Ah, yeah, true. You never paid attention to them, so yeah. Now you don't remember anything else. I said that Raven, you're
So I'm
in a
gonna
boat.
look up at Whispers and say, how did I get here?
The other person, which is you think? Shuckles. Well, look who did want too much.